Hello, everybody. It's the Monday update. I am Marina Martinez-Bateman. I am an equity and communications consultant here in Portland, Oregon. Every Monday, I come on this channel and I tell you my intentions for the week. Every Thursday or thereabouts, I come and I tell you how I did with those intentions. Last week, I did my Thursday update on a Friday. I mentioned just how fucking hard it's been to be away from people for so long for me, who I'm a really people-oriented person, and it's just really difficult. I've been spending a lot of time trying to distract myself or minimize how hard that's been for me. I tell myself that, I'm really lucky. There's a lot going right for me right now. And also, at the same time, while I'm living in this place where a lot of things are going really right for me, I'm also missing something that I truly love. And all the money in the world can't replace close relationships with friends and family, or being able to be there for people physically. And I'm glad that I'm still able to live and that my family's able to survive. And also, there's something about my life that I really love that I can't do right now. So I spent the entire weekend just trying to be kind to myself. Thankfully, the temperature rose over the weekend and we were able to go stand outside wearing masks with some of our friends and have just a little bit of time to walk around the waterfront in Portland and just not be so far apart. Obviously being physically far apart, but within sight of one another was very nice. I also, on Sunday, we went and had lunch in a park, like outside, and people were all very far away from us, but it was just really nice to be able to look around and see other people. Distance from each other in the park was just, it really helped me feel a lot less isolated, a lot better. It was still pretty cold. As soon as we were done eating, I was like, all right, back to the car. But it was really worth it for me. So carrying that over, what I want my intention to be this week is I just want to be kind to myself. That's been the theme these last 3 weeks, doing what sparks joy for me, going slow, being intentional, those other intentions from recent weeks. Winter is hard on me. It's not hard on me because necessarily of the weather or even the fact that it's a lot darker than summer. It's hard on me because of the cold and because that cold keeps people inside. And that's just in a normal year. The fact that we're, still in a pandemic and we're even more isolated, even more inside, that is just a lot for someone like me. So being able to just be like, yeah, dude, like, this is heavy, We're all coming up on a year next month around this time. Everyone will have been quarantining and social distancing and everything for a year. That's not the kind of anniversary I ever wanted to get to. This is definitely not how I felt my life would be at this time last year. So that's heavy. I think we're all going to have to come to terms with the fact that this is definitely going to last longer than a year. And some people came to terms with that a long time ago. Others of us, come to terms with it and then forget that we came to terms with it and just really didn't want to spend a year inside. So everyone, I recommend being kind to yourself. I recommend going easy on yourself. For me, February and March, the sort of last 2 months of winter here in the Pacific Northwest, are usually the worst for me because I kind of have enough gas to get through, the beginning of winter. I love fall. Fall's my favorite season. And then I love Thanksgiving. And then I used to really hate Christmas, but it's growing on me. I'm like here for Christmas now. Then there's New Year's. Then my birthday's right after that. Like, there's a lot to be joyful for in the sort of like early months of winter in the Pacific Northwest. And then February and March are just like grating because it's not over yet. And I have this expectation that winter ends in January. In Los Angeles, where I'm from, we were having pool parties late January for people's birthdays. So the idea that it would still be winter in February and March is bonkers. And it's been one of the hardest things to acclimate to. So take care of yourself. Whatever you're doing, remember that you're doing it in the middle of a global pandemic and an ice storm and an attempted fascist coup, and the year that America finally decided to maybe start having a reckoning about race, and the fires, and just, if you're here right now, like, you've made it through a shitload. So let's just be kind to ourselves. Put your intentions down below for the week. I want to see them. I will see you on Thursday.